This is Larry Connors USA. Larry Connors USA.
So you have Judge Garland, Merrick Garland, undergoing grilling by senators, grilling only in the sense coming from the Republicans as he faces the nomination process to become the Attorney General under Biden. And some of the questions from the Republicans obviously raise some legitimate issues, but he's doing his best to do the dance around them. Senator John Kennedy, Republican of Louisiana, flat out asked Garland, Judge Garland, do you believe biological men should compete in female sports? What was Garland's response? This is a very difficult societal question. Let me repeat it for you. This is a very difficult societal question. And Kennedy says, I know, but you're going to be Attorney General. I don't know what response he ended up getting. I just caught a little snippet of that. But this whole issue of what's going on when it comes to girls' sports, be they in high school or college, they're not helping. They're not helping women. They're not helping the Title IX process or what was intended. Title IX came forward to make sure girls' sports got protection and they could get money just like the boys' sports did. I raised two girls. They were involved in sports, some in reference to school, some outside school. They weren't working on a scholarship, either one of them, for it. But there are girls who are, and it's critical to them. It's critical for them, their future, their education, their family. But now you're going to allow biologically born men to undergo, quote, transgender changes and then compete with them. What chance does a girl have going forward, getting a scholarship? I saw a picture the other day. I believe it's I want to say Santa Clara, California. I could be wrong about that. But it was some small school, college, public county college, something like that. And the girls' team was getting a big boost. That team was doing pretty good because they now had a guy who is now a girl on the team, and she stands 6'6" or better, 200+ pounds. The girls are all around, maybe 5'11", maybe 6, but they're nowhere near that weight. And this is a brute standing out there. I don't know how good she is on shooting baskets, but they can sure knock a player down. Anyone going to stand up and defend women at this point? I'm surprised the feminists aren't just absolutely going raging wild. But see, this is the division inside the left. They're beginning to see they turn and eat their own. So then you had this incident with with Texas Senator Cruz the other day, going down to Cancun with his daughters while the state of Texas is freezing and people are dying, and 4 million plus homes were without power. That means more than 4 million people, because that's just a utility meter when we say 4 million without power. How many are in that home would vary from 1 to maybe 4, 7. It was not a good decision, and I think he recognized it. His daughters wanted to get out. They were on spring break, so he said, well, we'll take you down there, and he flew down with them. But they had actually planned on doing that over spring break before the cold hit anyway. But what happened, a New York reporter decided to go check out Cruz's home in the neighborhood. See, folks that were still living in his neighborhood didn't have power, how they were suffering. And in the process saw a poodle inside the doorway, the glass doorway at Cruz's home. Went up to inquire about it. Got a picture of it. The poodle had not been abandoned. A guard watching over the home was there watching over the poodle. But it was enough for the mainstream media, state-controlled media, to do a whiplash and pivot to something that would be damaging for Cruz, Republicans in general. Started giving him the title Flying Ted, Cancun Cruz. But as one Twitter said, why don't they give Andrew Cuomo a clever nickname like the Governor Reaper or something? Because while they were all doing this, while they were focusing on Flying Ted and Cancun Cruz on the liberal network, And Cruz acknowledged probably it was probably not good optics, so he went back anyway. He couldn't have changed anything by being there. He could still be told what was going on. But aside from that, he decided to go back, let his family enjoy their vacation. But have they done anything since on Cuomo? Nope, they have not. They absolutely turned their back on a story that is right in front of them that involved actual deaths on an order by a governor. And they continue to ignore it, even though the Cuomo administration reportedly under investigation by the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office because they covered up the true number of COVID nursing home deaths. Neither one got great headlines. If you want to do the cruise, CNN, sure, go ahead and do it. Fair game. But you can't be fair enough to also deal with Cuomo, can you? No, that's asking just too much. Well, coming up, we will turn our attention to how, if you are a Trump supporter, even a GOP supporter, you are considered an enemy combatant, a terrorist. Stand by, please.
This is Larry Connors USA. Larry Connors USA.